My name is Lewis Cohen, and I will be going to Franklin and Marshall College. I guess the big thing that everyone sort of knows me for around here is that I've been really active in the music department. I've done marching band all 4 years. I've played in all of the concert bands here. I played in the symphony orchestra for 2 years, the pit orchestra for AIDA junior year. Aside from music, I was involved in robotics for 3 years, was an officer for that for 2 of those. I also did chess for a year and 1 game that I subbed in for another year. Aside from that, I went to 1 meeting for the Quidditch Club freshman year. That was a thing. And I think that's about it. My favorite memory from East, probably my sophomore year marching band. I know marching band is going to be a big theme in this. It's really changed my life. But sophomore year for marching band, our big thing was always that whenever we would go to the competitions that we would compete at, we would want to get the highest rating we could, which was a superior rating for anyone who doesn't know. That we had never gotten one before, and at the second out of 2 festivals, my sophomore year, we finally got that superior, and the feeling of when they announced our name, they announced our rating, everyone in the band sort of just lit up inside. It was definitely one of the highlights of my years here. And then that night, we all just sort of celebrated, and it was a pretty incredible experience. Oh God, freshman year, I don't even want to try to think about it. I look back at my time hop and my old Facebook posts, and it's just a nightmare. I was awkward. I didn't know when I wasn't funny. Now I know when I'm not funny, but at least I know when I'm not funny, but at least I still try. I'm not much better, but at least I understand when I'm not doing something well. I was just much more awkward, much less likely if I saw someone like out in the world to say hi to them. Now, if I go out with my friends and I see some random person from school, I'm happy to just say hi to them, ask how their day's going, that kind of thing. Just strike up a random conversation and, just be happy to talk to people that definitely probably I wouldn't have been talking to freshman year. One thing I'll always remember from high school is definitely the friends I made here, because coming into high school, I really didn't have very many close friends left from middle school. I was kind of in the middle of transitioning between groups of friends. So entering high school, I really didn't know who I was going to talk to, who my social group was going to be. And virtually as soon as I got here, I made some close friends who I've stuck with ever since then and are still some of my closest friends. So definitely one of the biggest lessons I'll take away from that is that don't be afraid going into a new situation that you're not going to have people to talk to, because if you try, you'll always find the right people. As far as regrets, my biggest one, I have to say, at times I might not have taken my academics as seriously as I should have. Not that I'm not in love with the college that I'm going to, but I definitely feel like there's some missed potential there, and I probably could have done better if I had applied myself to my schoolwork a little bit more at times. So definitely applying myself to my schoolwork has to be my biggest and probably only regret from high school. My biggest advice for freshmen is find something that you love. I got lucky. My mom told me, you're going to join marching band. If you don't like it, you can quit after a year. I fell in love with it, and it's been something that I've stuck with over the 4 years, that it's made my social group. Every year, anyone new who's come into it, I've had at least 1 friend in each class, but most classes above and below mine, I've had a decent number of friends from them, some of whom are truly some of my best friends and I will be friends with for the rest of my life. So find something that you love. It doesn't have to be immediately like it was for me. It can be your sophomore year, even your junior or senior year. If you happen to stumble upon something that you didn't know you were interested in, definitely go for it. Go all out. Think of that as the thing you love doing, and just try to do the best you can at it. And I think it'll all be okay. Last words for my peers. Cherry Hill East. Go class of 2015.